man, these late night mask videos are killing me, man. I wake up like a zombie because I sit up all night working on them, but it's so much fun. And the car guys are probably like, when is there gonna be another car video? Enough with the masks. Sorry, but you gotta deal with it. Just don't watch them if you don't like them. Anyway, so I'm going to Joe's house. The 71 Firebird Formula has been there since I bought it. When I bought the car, we brought it home. The owner told me that he goes, when I used to drive it, the transmission would just leak like a sieve. He said I'd drive it, I'd have to put a bunch of trans fluid in it. By the time I got home, it'd be leaking all over the floor. And I'm like, all right. So it was the pan gasket. He knew that, so he told us, and I took it to Joe's. He changed the trans pan gasket. We had to bottle feed it to keep it running, which told us the fuel pump was most likely shot. So we put a new fuel pump on it, pulled the fuel tank because the gas was really old, at least 6 or 7 years old, and it's not a big deal to pull it, you know, fuel tank out, put a new one in, and so I had Joe. I bought the stuff. I have no time in the day to do anything lately, so I said, Joe, you want the job? He pulled the fuel tank, replaced it, blew the lines out, put the new fuel pump on, put the trans pan gasket on for me, and then threw a upper and lower radiator hose on, new ones, because the radiator was leaking pretty bad. When we jacked the car up, it was just leaking a lot, and we figured that bottom hose was just rotted out, dry rotted. So hopefully it's fine now, and I'm gonna drive this car for the first time. I didn't even drive it, I just bought it, you know, pushed it up on the trailer with the winch, pulled it up and took it home. So it seems to idle nice. So I can't wait to see how it drives. I'm not going to drive it very far because it looks like one tire is ready to explode. Let's go fire this thing up and see how it runs and get a good look at it outside. The car is jacked up insanely high. There's a little issue with that. We thought maybe you know, we would be able to put these new leaf springs in that I got for the black car, throw them in there for now, but looking underneath this thing, when the fuel tank was out, Joe's like, hey man, somebody put new frame rails in this car years ago, and the way they did it is kind of funky. So we're not sure if putting new leaf springs in it will fix that height yet. I was gonna put my honeycombs on it from the black car, since that car ain't gonna be moving for a while, and this is a honeycomb wheel car, according to the PHS documentation. So I don't know, we gotta really figure this out. The thing is, when I was explaining in the other video about how it has like brand new GM quarters on it, not brand new, but real factory OEM sheet metal was put on the quarters, and the fenders are like mint GM off of a 73 and up. And my buddy was like, oh, was it whacked? Was the car totaled? I'm like, no. We can tell by looking underneath this car that it was not wrecked. It wasn't totaled. These early 70s F bodies were known to rust out pretty bad, especially the frame rails. And my guess is, you know, by looking at the car, it was probably driven in winters back in the early 70s. Illinois winters, no less. Salt on the roads, you know, it's the worst thing for a car. And I think at some point someone tried to make this a nice car, so they bought new fenders, new quarter panels. You know, need some little patching in the rear floors. The inner tubs need some work, but it ain't bad. I mean, having that new metal on it is awesome. We can take those quarters off, put them back on nice if we fix all the stuff behind them. It would require some sheet metal work, you know, to do this car right, just to fix the problems. It could use a new trunk pan, and so we got to see what we're gonna do with this thing, you know. I mean, no hurry, because I have a black 76 Trans Am to do first, and that will be going to Joe's house pretty soon for winter, so we can start painting that car. I'm gonna start taking the interior out in about 2 weeks, pulling the glass out and getting it ready to transport it to Joe's house, so I can then stick this red thing in my garage, because I have nowhere to put this car right now. If you remember, I had to take that 69 Mustang Fastback down to the shop and store it there for a while. And my there's no way I'm leaving my RS7 outside for the winter, so I'm gonna take the black one out, put the red one in its place, and then go from there and see what I can do over winter with this car. It needs some interior work, it needs new carpet, needs some stuff, but it's still a really nice car, despite the fact that, you know, it's got these little issues and it's jacked up like crazy. But it's an awesome 71 formula. It's all numbers matching. Just a beautiful car, if you ask me. It just needs some help. So I'll be at Joe's house in 1 minute, and we're gonna fire this thing up. Joe's got his hands full in here. So he's finishing up the restoration on the 69 Hemi Charger 500. This is going to be a killer show car. It may look like a filthy mess right now, but this is a super rare Hemi Charger, the real deal. There's a whole nother video on that car. His Ferrari kit car looks pretty insane. It is, it's looking beautiful. I promise you guys a video on this soon. When he's finished with that red car, we're gonna show more of this thing. But we're not here to see these things or that crazy Porsche over there that belongs to my buddy Mike. We're here to talk about this beautiful 1971 Firebird Formula. It's got the wrong fenders on it, but it is a 71, trust me. It's got a real ram air cleaner setup on it and hood. But in 71, they did not have ram air on the 400. It was 455 only, to my knowledge. Anyway, still a really cool car, and I'm gonna take it for a quick spin, even though this passenger tire is ready to explode. It's got a big gash in it here. I just put some air in it. It was low. I'm just going down the block. I'm not going fast. And obviously these wheels and tires will be coming off. I'm gonna try to throw my snowflakes on it for a while from the black 76, because this is a snowflake car anyway. And you know, if I get this thing drivable, which it should be now, we're gonna take it on the street. So let's get this thing outside and take it for a spin. That is it. That's it. You gonna fire it up? All right. I thought the tire exploded for a second. Oof. Needs a little TLC and about $20,000. That interior, it's not so gorgeous at the moment. The seat's moldy. It's got a rip at the top. It's got rips in the driver's seat, which is a shame, but dash pad's busted, unfortunately. But hey, that's expected with a car like this when you find one that's been sitting for years. Carpet's got to be replaced, but it ain't bad. I think it's a cool car. Those are pink slips. I'll give you 2 in the bust. My final offer. So, those of you that are seeing this for the first time, it's a real Cardinal red car, numbers matching, 1971 formula. It is supposed to have a black Cordova top though, which I think is super cool. Black vinyl top. And I gotta start searching for that trim for that black top. I'm sure it's probably not easy to find. Black top, red car, black guts, and it's a silver honeycomb wheel car. PHS documented now, and we're gonna take it for its first drive in many, many years. Probably 7 years. So here we go. I'm taking Joe with me. Joe's gonna go for a ride. There you go. The problem is when Joe goes for a ride with me, who's gonna come tow me home?
Don't go too far.
We're not going very far.
I don't want to walk far.
We'll be going in walking distance. We're going a couple blocks. Jesus, I can't push that down.
You don't have to.
You just pull it back. There we go. Man, I'm worried about that tire. Boom. Sounds like a good motor, you know? Do we have brakes? We got brakes. I'll go down to the right and then just turn around down there, you know? We got no plates. We got no insurance. Do we even have gas? Yeah, we got a little gas. That's all that matters. The guy that had the car drove it, you know, once in a while though. It was wasn't like it was running a lot, I'm sure, but anytime I get a car like this that I've never owned, it takes me a long time getting used to it, to take it farther and farther and farther after we do a bunch of work to them. I mean, you feel comfortable that it's, you know, dependable. I'm gonna turn around. I'm not going very far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around right here.
Yeah. Otherwise, you gotta go all the way down.
Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, there's the cops. Oh boy, let's get it home, right? Yeah, she needs a little work, Joe.
Seems like it runs and shifts good.
Yeah, I mean, I think once I put some tires on it, I'm going to drive it more and more and just, you know, around where I live and just feel it out, you know, get used to it. I forgot I had these Rally 2s that came with the car, so actually they ain't too bad. We'll just bolt these on here at Joe's house to get it home. We're probably trailered anyway, but maybe I can drive.
Probably old as fuck too.
They're old, yeah. I was thinking I just may put my honeycombs on it because it's got brand new rubber on those, but these are nice wheels. These look so nice on that car, but of course I want to make it original. What is it? H?
That's what it is.
1994.
Yeah. 33 week in 1994. It's a 3-digit code.
They still got a good 10 years on these babies.
Probably wouldn't trust them too much.
No.
They're 30 years old almost.
I'll put those new Cooper Cobras on it. You know? I think he did say 90s.
Well, his front was fucked.
Is that one messed up too?
Yeah, see it's starting to split there.
Oh god. Dry rot and bad.
Yeah, I'm sure these are from the 90s.
I'm gonna polish these wheels up and sell them, get rid of them, and probably leave the honeycombs on here and get a nicer set for the black car. a more original set, because we repainted the ones that are on it now, but they'll look great on here. When that car is all painted and perfect looking, I'm gonna want really nice OEM honeycombs on it with that original gray finish. Mine are a bit too silver at the moment, but it don't matter. They'll look good on here. And he's got more updated city stickers, 99 to 2000. This one 11 to 12, 2011 to 2012. You know, so the car was still being driven at that time, and it sat after that for probably, he said 5 years, but then I think he said 6 or 7 years. It could be 10 years. You know, people sometimes you just forget how long something's been sitting, but it don't matter. We're gonna get this thing. It's pretty streetable now once we flip those tires around, put the other ones on here, and then I'm gonna start driving this sucker until the snow hits. Well, yeah, we'll get this thing to my house this weekend.
Yeah, I'll pull it whenever you want to pull it over. It's fine.
Yeah, let me see what's happening today and tomorrow, and then maybe tomorrow morning, so we get out of your way, you know.
Yeah, it's not really in my way right now. It don't matter.
It's cool. I'm glad I bought it.